Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Get Enlightened Show with your host, the energetic, flamboyant, anointed Pastor Dr. Bang Howard.
Thank you all for coming and joining with us on this wonderful day. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad. I am Dr. Pern, the host of Get Enlightened Talk Show, where it is an interactive social media platform where we talk about everything to garner your attention and to cause conversation. Today we are so happy to have on set one of Kenya's top gospel recording artists, commonly known or AKA Timeless Noel.
Timeless Noel. Round it to pick it to 11. Hey, I go. By the name Jabide. Kanyaga tafu tata tafu tata tafu tata. Kanyaga walk.
How you doing, my brother?
What an introduction, brother.
Oh man, that's all I can do. I try to give the best introduction ever.
Thank you so much.
Before we go along, I just wanted to say thank you for coming and joining with us, because all the viewers, not only here in Kenya, but in the United States, outside of the United States, want to know, who is this guy, Timeless Noel? So in the Kanyanga, now Chapa, the bubble is so clear about it. If you don't talk, don't it. And everybody wants to put like don't it. So if you don't mind, tell us a little brief synopsis of who Timeless Noel is, and how long have you been doing what you're doing?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, Timeless Noel is the last born in his family. I'm a Kenyan.
All right.
I'm a passionate dancer.
Yeah.
I love dance. I love eating. That's why I'm chubby. And I love the Lord so much.
Yeah.
So dancing, I started off while I was in the Kenyan system. When you are in the lower grade, you call it class. So I started off while I was in class 7. That's what kind of 12 years there, kind of 13 years in the church. I was a Catholic, actually, first of all. I was an altar boy. So I was, the holy guy, God's that holy guy. But after that, after the church, I'm going to the club. So that's kind of weird.
I understand.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, that's my past. So after that, that's when I went and joined high school. And then my passion for dance grew. So I was that famous boy in the high school because I went to school far in the village.
Yes.
And I was an urban boy, So guys in the village are like, oh, you guy, you're famous. Yeah, we like how you dress. We like how the way you look and everything. So it's like, I love attention.
Yeah.
So after that, I became bad, and then after that, I joined campus, and then that's when now Timeless was the baddest boy, So after that, I went to campus, University of Nairobi.
Yes.
I pursued a Bachelor of Commerce. And then I joined a secular dance crew called Air Force Dancers. And guess what? I was a famous secular dancer.
Wow.
Yeah. So at that time, I did some dance video with famous secular artists like Waire, international artists like Cecile from Jamaica. And then at that time, I was famous. And there was one of the biggest secular dance competition called Sakata on Citizen TV, and I participated over there. So at that time, I knew that was me, that was my purpose, that was Timeless Noel, whom I'm defining. But guess what? In 2012, I gave my life to Christ, and now this is Timeless. So Timeless, at the first time, it was just like meaning a cool name. Yes. But right now, Timeless means eternity. I live for Christ.
That's
everything
awesome
I'm doing,
thing.
Timeless, and then Noel, it's my real name. Noel, it means a Christmas gift. I was born minutes before Christmas. Yeah, that's Timeless Noel.
So you have the best of both worlds when it comes to gifts.
Sure.
That's what I love. I found that you're very passionate about what you do.
Yeah.
And in order to at least accomplish or be successful in what you do, you have to be passionate.
Yeah.
I know that you are a well-known recording artist here in Kenya.
Maybe.
You're a well-known choreographer. You're the hype man. You're a dancer.
Yeah.
And you're even a TV host.
Yeah.
Can you tell us if these things strengthen who you are today?
Okay, one thing I just want to say, it's God. because that desire was inside my heart and was like, man, that's a small voice inside me. Like hype man, no, that's not me. Dancer, yeah, maybe that's me. TV host, that wasn't me. Because when I was in high school, guys used to laugh at me. I was like, I want to be a TV host. Guys are, you TV host. So I believed in that voice, and I asked my question: that voice, who has given me the voice? Is it my friends? Is it my parents? Is it social media? Or am I obsessed with TV now? I'm looking up to someone and thinking that that's my vision, and maybe it's not me because I'm just looking at everyone. But I believe that was God's voice.
Yes.
Yeah. So the vision, the purpose for dance, it came because I believe that was me. Because every time I danced, I was happy. And God gave us a gift which opened doors, a lot of doors. So every time when I danced, it opened a lot of doors. But when I tried to do another thing, it was like hard for me.
So that was like, your vehicle.
Yeah. So I was like, man, maybe I'm a dancer. Let me just try. So every time when I was dancing, it just opened doors. So from dancing, that's why I started dancing, and it opened doors for Citizen TV because of the competition. That's when I realized I can be a hype man.
Yes.
You see, so after that was like, okay, I can dance, but I don't know how to do some ballet. I don't know how to do ballet.
I don't either.
So I was like, man, I need to specialize. So I was like, I found hyping to be my best way of expressing myself. So after that, when I started to hype, it just opened doors. So every time I hype, guys were like, wow, I love the way you're doing and everything. And that's how I attracted, there's a guy called DJ Moz. He has like one of the biggest ministries in Kenya called K-Crew. And he was like, you guys, you have something outstanding. You are unique. I was like, man, I don't know. Yeah, so after that, that's when, after I was hyping, he had a TV show on Citizen TV called Kubamba.
Kubamba.
Yeah, Kubamba means like having fun.
Yeah.
Kubamba. Just say Kubamba.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Yeah, so after that, that's when there was a transition that happened, and Citizen TV retained me, and it was like, you need to be a TV host. So every Sunday right now, I'm on TV. I got a special called Bambika. Yeah.
And seeing that was an awesome thing, because as I noticed, you talk about being a hype man.
Yeah.
What is a hype man? Because I'm hearing people talk about hype man here, a hype man. But what is a hype man?
A hype man is someone who is on stage, who is the life of the party. Someone who, you know, most of the guys usually go to an event and then don't know how to dance, you know. So
that's me.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw you dancing. I saw you. You're a good dancer, man. So he's someone, a guy or a lady who stands on stage and teaches guys to do some simple basic moves. So that's a hype man. He's the life of the party. The DJ plays the song and I'm here just energizing guys. That's a hype.
Wow. See, and that's the thing that I believe a lot of churches in the United States need. Someone just in order, not a cheerleader, but somebody just to exhibit their love for God through their own means.
Sure.
And I think that in many respects, a lot of churches look down on young people in the United States because of the way they act or how they do things. And hyping is just something to encourage other young people to help build ministries.
True.
To build ministries, to bring people into the church and to get people to know who Christ is.
You know, I heard that even the piano was illegal in the church.
Yeah. Some churches.
But right now, see.
Wow, I tell you.
We can't limit God, man.
And that's the whole thing. I do not want to limit God, and I'm not going to limit God.
Amen.
I also noticed something about you.
Sure.
Is that even as a popular gospel recording artist, you have drawn many people, even the secular arena.
Yeah.
How do you balance the two?
Okay, so first of all, it starts with me. The thing that is in my mind, it's like, Noel, it's not about you. It's about God. That's the first thing that always runs through my mind. It's all the glory goes back to God. So God has given me this talent, not for the found, but for the lost. So everything that I'm doing, I'm so passionate about the guys who are going to the clubs. I'm so passionate about the guys who call the OD in Kenya. It means like the ordinary guys, normal people. You know, if you see that guy, you'll be like, oh, this guy, I'm afraid of that person. Because I was that person. But it was like most of the songs in Kenya, they were just targeting the guys for the church. So I was like, okay, I don't have. There's no song that is targeting those guys who are going to the clubs. There's no songs which are targeting guys who want to have fun, who want to express themselves, but the only platform they have is club. So I was like, okay, let me look at that space and let me try by faith.
Timeless Noel. Round it to pick it to 11. Hey, I go by the name Jabide. Kanyagala mi tata tafu tata tafu tata. Walk. Una kanyagala mi tafu tata.
It opened doors.
And when you talk about opening doors, your music.
Yeah.
What is the music, or what is the title, or what is the song that you most admire the most that you've done?
People, all the Kenyans will answer this question. Only dance.
Timeless Noel. And this time we are doing it with the dance inspector. I go by the name Jabide. Dancing meshika mashinani. Kila choche kila mtaani. Dancing naleta burudani. Dancing meshika mashinani. Kila choche kila mtaani.
So Only Dance was one of the songs that made Timeless Noel to be who I am right now.
Wow.
Because Only Dance means ordinary. Because most of the guys in the ghetto, they're called the ordinary people, you know.
Oh.
So guys were usually afraid of them. So I was like, let me take a step of faith and preach to them.
Yes.
And you know, I used dance. And you know, in Kenya, like, dance is everything. It's the biggest expression of fun.
I noticed that.
Yeah, even
I noticed that.
when a president comes to Kenya, people dance, you know.
Yeah.
If you see someone dancing, you'll be like happy. So I was like, okay, let me just use a dance to glorify God with it. And then it was just by faith. I started off with the hashtag, Only Dance Challenge without a song. And then after that, I did a collab with Jabidi and the guy called Hypochi, and it exploded.
And see, and that was the thing that when I had a chance to meet you, I had a chance to meet Boss MOG and some other artists.
I like that guy,
Yeah,
Boss MOG.
yeah. He's all right. He's awesome.
That guy's a legend.
Yeah, he's awesome. I know that they have an awards that they call the Groove Awards.
Sure.
I know that you've received a number of awards also.
Yeah.
Out of the Groove Awards that you've been nominated for in a number of categories, whether you're collaborating with somebody or individual, and the awards that you received, what award stands out the most to you?
Okay, Groove Awards. So, since last year was kind of the second time for me to be nominated, and it was the first time in the gospel industry for a group of people to win such a number of awards. So, the one thing that was amazing, and still now, I'm still thinking about it, was Song of the Year. Because just a normal song, I thought about the ordinary people, just singing about them. And a testimony, my first song, getting those lots of views. The president doing the Kenya rugby team, they went to the States and did the dance, you know, and just seeing it at the Groove Awards to be titled as Song of the Year. I was like, man, God is amazing. Wow. Yeah. Song of the Year.
And seeing that's an awesome thing.
Yeah.
I'm a switch just a little bit.
Okay.
Because
A little bit?
Just a little bit. In my research of you,
Yeah.
I know that your father passed last year.
Yeah.
I was close to my dad.
Yeah.
He passed in '99.
Wow, sorry.
I'm a junior.
Okay.
I'm the youngest out of 11.
Wow.
My father was a pastor.
Uh-huh.
I was a pastor.
Wow.
And I know that your mother stands supporting. Because I seen
So
a video
proud.
what your brother was saying. Does that mean a lot to you?
It means a lot to me for a parent to affirm you and to believe in you. Because, you know, in our tradition, the parents are the one who decide your destiny. They'll be like, I want you to become a doctor. And in the word it says, obey your father and mother so that you live long.
That's right.
So you're like, man, if I don't obey, I'm going to die.
That's right.
So what we usually do most of the time, we have our visions inside us, our dreams, but we follow the vision of our parents. But one thing that I respect my dad and my mom, my dad was like, he's dancing, let him dance.
Yeah.
That's why I respected him. It was like, this guy, just leave him alone. I believe in him.
And look where you are today.
Look, so proud of my dad.
And I do want to also let our audience know that there will be information at the conclusion of
Sure.
this interview where you can contact and purchase music. You can go to his site.
Yeah.
But I just did not want to leave you without letting you know that information will be available.
Sure.
If you were to give young people,
Yeah.
even our older people, a message of hope,
Yeah.
what would you say just by talking to them?
Okay, so to the person who's watching me right now, first of all, it's not a coincidence that you are watching it. God planned it before the time began. So one thing I want to let you know that I have 3 B's for you. Believe. The vision that it's inside you, the dream that it's inside you, it's not your vision. It's God's vision. So believe that God is real. First of all, God is real. That's a fact. God is real. And it's the one who gave you that dream. So first of all, believe in that dream. And then behave that like you are believing in that dream. Because me personally, I believe that I'm a dancer, and then I behave like that. So don't sit there and you're like, okay, I want to be a doctor, and you're just sitting. You're not researching. Oh, I want to go to heaven, but you're like, okay, let me just go clubbing. No, you have to behave. And behaving is reading the word and, believing in Christ, and you become. So the 3 B's is believe, behave, become. Believe in God, behave, and you become.
And I really appreciate that. And I thank you all, and I thank especially Timeless Noel for coming, spending his time, and he's very busy. And so we have to cut this short because he has other obligations he has to attend to. But we really thank him for coming, sharing with us who he is, what he does, and who he does it for.
Yeah.
For we recognize that it's never about us,
God.
but it's all about God.
Yeah.
Again, we thank you. We love you. Stay tuned because we have great other interviews coming up with other phenomenal artists. My name is Dr. Pern, and this is
Timeless Noel.
and this is our prayer. God bless you.
Timeless Noel. And this time we are doing it with the dance inspector. I go by the name Jabide. Dancing meshika mashinani, kila choche kila mtaani, dancing naleta burudani, dancing meshika mashinani, kila choche kila mtaani, dancing naleta burudani. Odi in the street, odi in the church. Come slow, take your time, you know afi rush. Hell kuna ban, heaven kuna bash. Check if you wanna dance, odi dance, power. Simple dance you can manage. How we catch any dance college. Get in, step in with courage. Now changamke like you just take a hot porridge. Energy that all this bring is big and you know. DJ play gospel music more and money me okoka. Whatever me say no and no. No and no. Odi, dancing meshika mashinani. Kila choche kila mtaani. Dancing naleta burudani. Dancing meshika mashinani. Kila choche kila mtaani. Dancing naleta burudani.
Yani ordinary, ule boy wa kawaida mtaani, analeta dance inashika hadi mashinani. God anamuse bila kujua yeye ni nani ama nini. Daudi alikuwa odi, I guess that's why jina ni Daudi. He was an ordinary shepherd, God mina kama ordinary dancer. From nothing umenifanya dance ambassador, itakuwa favor odi ikishika Jamaica. Dance ambassador,